Okay, so today I am reacting to my Booktube Newbie Tag because yesterday was my 1-year Booktube anniversary, and I want to celebrate by doing some fun videos, and I really want to take this Booktube Newbie Tag video down because it's real bad. Just as some background to my Booktube Newbie video, I had only been watching Booktube for a couple of months at this point and already felt like I'd found like a home for myself and a place for myself, and my husband worked in like video editing and software stuff, so we just like did it. We didn't like think about it. I didn't really plan anything out. I was just like, okay, I'm going to start a Booktube channel. I'll start with the Booktube Newbie Tag and we'll just go. I am glad to say that I feel like I've improved. I've also gotten a lot more self-sufficient. I'm no longer utilizing my husband for aid when it comes to recording and editing and equipment and all of that. So I am kind of nervous and like very cringed out about how rough this video is going to be. Okay, I just need to stop with the intro and get on to the video. Hi guys, my name is Rachel and welcome to my channel. Today I am answering the Booktube Newbie Tag questions. I am a newbie booktuber, and so I was going for like a cute, awkward vibe thing, and I wish I hadn't done that. Someone should have stopped me from doing that. I want to get started right, and I feel like this is a great way to do it, is to introduce myself here and then just worry about the books later. I also thought it was super fun that my bookshelves were a complete mess behind me, and now I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh my gosh, it looks so terrible. So before I get started, I have a note for any newbie booktubers or booktubers that are considering starting a channel but haven't gotten the guts yet, because that was me. I spent probably 2 weeks watching newbie booktube tags to like get the gumption up to do it. If that's 2 weeks, please comment down below, say hi, let me know what point of your journey How many people did comment? To connect with you and just really kind of help build this community of newbies out here so that we can like work with each other and encourage each other. Okay, so I have like 66 comments on this video. I've never had that many. A lot of these people are people that I don't watch any longer. No, there's a couple. This is going to be a very long video because I'm going to keep pausing it and talking. Shh. And do it together and not alone. If you are an established booktuber and you have any hints or tips or tricks or want to connect with newbies just because, also comment down below or send me an email. I would love to connect with any and all of you. Let's start with question number 1. Why did you start this channel? I really have to owe it to Murphy Napier over on her channel. She's really the only booktuber that I've watched religiously. I mean, I haven't really delved a lot into the world, but I listened to her talk about how she got started, and it was really just because she wanted somewhere to talk about books. And I was like, hey, I need somewhere to talk about books. I used to have friends in high school that I could chat with, but... So I'm actually like pretty impressed. I could have been a lot more concise. I feel like that's something I typically struggle with, but I'm pretty impressed with like my camera presence. It's not that bad. I mean, I do have experience at this point in talking to a camera, just not quite like this, so I'm pretty impressed with that. Now I'm old and working and nobody that I'm friends with reads, so I was like, hey, maybe this will help me read more, get more into the books that I'm reading, so why not? Let's do it. Question 2. What are some fun and unique things that you can bring to Booktube? Honestly, probably not much. Like I said, I haven't really watched a lot of Booktube. I don't really know what all's out there. I'm not really planning right now to do TBRs and hauls and still don't do TBRs. I have done one haul. When I'm on Booktube, I tend to look for specific content related to books I've read, and I don't really enjoy having to sift through like a 15-minute video to find a 2-minute blurb on a book that I've read. So I'm planning on doing 5-minute reviews on very specific books. So I'll do 1 review on this book, 1 review on this book. 5 minutes tops, super quick, super sweet. Question number 3. What are you most excited about for this channel? The easy answer is reading more. I really feel like if I have an outlet to express what I'm reading and talk about it, then I'll read more, because that's part of the fun of reading. It's so true. I've read so much more than I used to. If you have no one around you, you tend to not read as much because you don't have as many people to talk to about it. Question number 4. Why do you love reading? For me, it's really simple. I love stories. Movies, TV shows, podcasts, plays, musicals. I'm kind of bored watching myself. That's a bad sign.
Story and can get my heart to kind of branch out and think about things in a new way that I've never felt before. Or just the idea that you can take words on a piece of paper and create an entire world, an entire character, their whole backstory, their life, the beginning, the end, everything about them on a piece of paper. I find fantastic and wonderful, and it's something that I enjoy spending my time doing, is discovering those people in those places. Question 5, what book or series got you into reading? memorable series that I can think of from elementary school. I've got a couple of them here for you guys. We're going to start with Sappy's Angel. I read a lot of these early grade stories about a girl growing up and like her life. I read a lot of these, and I really felt like it helped teach me how to connect to a character and relate to a character, because a lot of these young girls were like me in a lot of ways, and I could relate really easily to them. Secondly, Series of Unfortunate Events. My library had all of these on the shelf kind of stacked together, and they have these really cool signs. And I remember every time I would go into the library for class, I would just stare at them and I'm like, I wonder what those are about. So I picked them up and I read them and I loved them, and that's really all there is to it. The first book I ever remember like clinging to, unable to put it down. Like my mom told me to go clean my room and I was hiding it under the covers so I could read it when she wasn't around, was Artemis Fowl. And I kicked myself for this, but I went through this step in high school where I just got rid of all my books, and I should never have done it because I got rid of all my Artemis Fowl books. This is the only one I have that's been half price. I bought it for $2 because I want to get my collection back. But if you haven't read Artemis Fowl, it is hilarious. It is fantastic. It's about a rich boy a very rich, very smart boy finds an underground society of fairies and dwarves and magical creatures, but also scientific creatures, and they get into all sorts of adventures and save the world so many times. And this is the first book I remember I getting so into that I was hiding it from my mom so I could keep reading. These are all elementary school. In middle school, 6th grade, the start of middle school, I found Percy Jackson. And don't get on me, I know this is a movie cover. I don't like movie covers. I had the original Lightning Thief with the black spine, which they've since changed it to a teal spine because the last Olympian has a black spine. I had the original copy and I lost it. But Percy Jackson was my Harry Potter. It was my Hunger Games. It was what got me into reading, I felt like, in middle school, was I had something to like obsess and fangirl over, and it's awesome. If you haven't read these, they truly are really good books, and it's not just nostalgia. Some of his later stuff's not the best. We can talk about that later. Question 6. What question would you ask your favorite book tutor? And it's just very simple. Can we be friends? I feel like we get along really, really well, and I just want to get to know you.
Okay, if I'm gonna be a little bit creepy here for a second, I actually live kind of close to Murphy now. I used to live in Iowa. I now live in Tennessee. I know where she lives. I'm only a couple hours from there. And like, oh no, she's subscribed to me. I can't answer this. I can't say this because she could potentially see this video. If you're watching, Murph, I live kind of close to you, and I would lose my mind if we ever got to hang out. If I ever even just like ran into you, I would lose my mind. Anyways, back to the video.
I just want to get to know you if you're interested. Let's move on. Question 7. What challenges do you think starting a Booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? And I'm not going to answer this question because I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory, and I don't want to waste your time. Question 8. When did you start reading? When I could read. My mom homeschooled us me through 2nd grade because she really wanted to instill in us a love of reading. She didn't really grow up knowing how to read very well, and she used to get made fun of in school, and the teacher would make her read out loud. So she really instilled in us just this passion for reading, and it started as soon as we could, find our letters. Question 9. Where do you read? Now received the question. I'm not going to answer it. I feel like a better question would be, where are you recording? So I'm in my office right now. I work from home. I do data entry online, and I'm in my office because it's got great lighting, it's got great books. We're good. 10th and final question. What kind of books do you like to read? Truly anything. I used to tell people this all the time. Just go to Barnes & Noble, go to Walmart, literally buy any book that catches your eye, and I will read it and probably enjoy it. Like I said earlier, I enjoy storytelling, and if you're telling a story and you're telling it semi-okay, I'm going to read it because you have something to say that I've never read before, in most cases. Even if it's a retelling, you can tell it in a new way, and it's fantastic, and I'll read anything. I don't pick up a lot of romance, like the funnier romances at like the dollar store. I don't pick up a lot of those, nor do I really read a lot of horror, simply because I get nightmares. The one Stephen King book I read was my aunt loves Stephen King, and she's like, oh, you can read this one, it's really not intense at all, and I still have nightmares about it, even though it literally wasn't intense at all. It was more just like a survival story, but there was this thing that was like coming after her, and she didn't know what it was. And it's one of those ones that you don't know whether the thing was real or whether it was just in her head, but it still gets me to this day.
Anyways, Marshall, come here. Come here. This is my dog Marshall. He just barked. This is Marshall. He's my little baby. He might show up in some videos. If not, I don't know. He'll be around.
His ears look so short.
Recording, and he wants me to throw the ball for him. But thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, you want to say hi, you're a newbie booktuber and want to connect with me,
The
I would
outro
love to
music.
connect with you. Comment down below, and I'll see you in the next video.
Okay, so that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, and I find myself thinking I'm adorable. Like, that was so cute. So I won't be taking that video down. I'll leave it up. It wasn't as cringy as I expected. I definitely have gotten better with editing, have gotten better with being more concise in my thoughts, and like coming up with answers off the top of my head instead of just like plotting them out. I'm pretty okay with that. I mean, I know it's only been a year, so I haven't grown that much. Maybe in like 3 years from now, I'll look back on even this video and be like super annoyed with myself. That'd be a fun anniversary thing to do, is react to the reaction of your Booktube Newbie Tag. I don't have any answers to change. I honestly still feel like all of those answers are who I am now. And also, like, except the horror thing. I kind of do read more horror now, not like classic horror, but like cosmic horror, and I'm trying to get into some stuff. I like it if it's not, I can't do paranormal, like ghosts and demons and spooky stuff like that. I can't do paranormal, but I can do pretty much anything else. You got poisonous mushrooms, you got aliens, you got killer mermaids, you got monsters. I can do that stuff. I just can't do this supernatural, spiritual stuff. Lastly, the outro music. I have since decided that I also want to change my outro music every year on the anniversary. So I haven't picked one out yet, but I'll include a new outro song in this video. Hopefully it helps me lean into a new vibe for the year. Overall, I'm not too embarrassed by that video. I mean, it's not great, but it's also not horrible, and that was my goal when making it, was that it would be not horrible. Other than that, it was kind of boring. Like, I find myself boring in that video. Maybe I've gotten a bit more entertaining, probably not, because I do have some things that I just want to say, like, thank you to Booktube for. Just things that you've helped me learn about myself and learn about reading, and I wouldn't have done these things without you. The first one is that teaching me that I don't have to hoard books to be a reader. Like, I can be a reader and not hold on to every book that I ever come into contact with. I can get rid of books and it's okay. Thank you for helping me figure out what I actually enjoy reading, helping me hone my tastes and hone what I'm interested in instead of just picking up literally anything and everything. Thank you for teaching me how to use audiobooks. I read so much more now through audiobooks than at this point when I'd started my Booktube channel. I had listened to one audiobook in my life and it was the worst experience ever. Now I listen to them almost daily. Along with that comes thank you for teaching me how to use the Libby app so I can stop buying books and just borrow them. Thank you for helping me learn how to articulate my thoughts more concisely. Like I said earlier, I'm not that great at it now, but I'm definitely better than I was in that newbie tag. 2 more things that I want to add in, things that Booktube has taught me. I click my tongue before I start talking. So I'll go, I can't even do it. I can't even do it unnaturally. That's it. I do that and have to cut it out constantly. Like every time I go to start a phrase, I go, so my name's Rachel. And the other thing I've learned is that I don't love books. I love books in general, but when I read specific books, my first reaction is not, I love this book. It is very, very rare, I feel like, for me to find a book and read it and go, I love this book. It's typically more of an, I liked it, it was okay, it wasn't bad, it was enjoyable, but it's not typically, I love this book. And that I feel like is something I wouldn't have known about myself previously. And finally, thank you for giving me the motivation to read a shit ton of books. I'm gonna reach my 100 books for the year of 2021 goal, and I'm not even really trying that hard. I don't understand how it's happening, but I'm just super thankful for how Booktube has connected me back with my love of reading. And I mean, I wouldn't be the same person that I am right now without Booktube, and I'd probably be a lot sadder. This past year has honestly been one of the hardest of my life. We've had a lot of personal stuff going on, and I have clung to books, and I've clung to Booktube and creating videos and watching videos and reading books and listening to books as a way to help me cope and as a way to get through. And I don't know how I would have gotten through this past year without this opportunity. So if you've been watching my videos from the beginning, thank you. I'm like, I don't understand why you're still here with me, but I really appreciate it. Thank you again. Thank you to all the content creators who have inspired me, to all the content creators who have watched me, to everyone who's been sticking around, and to friends and family. I know that there are a couple of you on here, so if you're watching, thank you for your support. Even though I don't like you watching these. Please enjoy this montage of all of my thumbnails from the last year. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you are enjoying whatever you're reading today, and I will see you in the next video. Oh, I try to post videos on Wednesdays and Saturdays. If you like the way that I talk about books and the things that I'm reading, please make sure you subscribe. Okay, bye!